Okay, what's up guys? So today we're gonna do another Mando helmet in Alclad 107. I did a video before on it and it came out pretty good, but we've done a few helmets now, so we've gotten a lot better technique and we found out a little bit more of the way Alclad is, because it's not just like your average paint. It's there's a procedure to it. So we've learned a little bit and we're gonna do a second tutorial now on how to make it look a lot more like Beskar than we originally did in the previous video. So you definitely really want to shake it up as much as you can. This stuff, if it sits for even 24 hours, it really needs to be shaken up. So usually what I've done lately is like 2 to 4 coats, depends. And it usually gives it a nice dark chrome look. So you want to have, I've already gone ahead on this and gloss black this, let it sit for minimum 12 hours, give it a wet sand, and then you could spray it with some clear gloss to get a nice smooth finish, because the Alclad really wants to go on a smoother finish. Smooth surface, sorry, as you can possibly get for the best results too. So I'm going to run my airbrush at 10 psi and about 60 to 70 opacity back with my nozzle, or my trigger, sorry. So nice light coats about 6 to 8 inches away. And as you can see, 10 psi, I'm not going all the way back on the nozzle. I'm literally only coming about there. I'm not going all the way back. I'm coming about 60–70%, and that's what I'm doing my my Alclad with. There's no real rush to it. Get a nice pattern going. You want to stay in the same lines, but again, you're basically just doing some misting from here because it's chrome. It's gonna really pick up everything, so you don't want to overdo it on your first couple passes, which we actually learned if you see the first video the first time. So nice layers of mist basically. Don't rush it. The chrome, as it dries, as the chrome dries, it actually brightens up a lot. Alright, so that's all we're going to do for our first coat. We're going to give it it dries pretty fast. This stuff does dry really quick, but I still like to let it cure for at least 10 minutes before I go for my second coat, and then we're going to hit it again. Okay, so we're back. We've given it about 15 minutes, and we're going to get it with our second layer now. The same scenario. We're going to stay just kind of a mist with the chrome, 6 to 8 inches away, 60 to 70% opacity, nice light brushing motion. You don't need to bury it and try and get the color to come out in one layer. Got a bit of a fluff here, but can't do anything about it now. After this coat, you should really start to see the chrome. especially as it dries. I like to go vertically when I'm doing the mohawk. Personal preference, everybody has different techniques. Whoa. And obviously I like to go vertically as well while I'm doing the earpiece. There's the second coat. We're gonna probably hit it with one more, and after 10-15 minutes, and see how it looks. Okay, so we've now waited about 10 to 15 minutes, and we're about to add our third layer. And again, just like before, we're gonna do nice light coats, like a misting spray. We're not going to change it up now because now we're really going to see it as the chrome is starting to dry and brighten up. 60 to 70% opacity, 6 to 8 inches away. Like nice light misting motion. We're going to do one more layer for sure. We'll see how it looks at the end of this one and decide if we're going to do a fourth layer as well. Usually 3 to 4 layers is what we do, but sometimes depending on temperature, etc., maybe I went 50 instead of 60 opacity, but we'll see after this one. So again, at 10 psi, 60 to 70% opacity, and we're about to start our third layer. that's our third coat. And to me that looks pretty good. I might give it a nice mist over. We'll let it dry up and see how it looks. But that's what I mean. You see me trying to changing angles the way I do it. I've painted a lot of these things. Everybody likes to go one way, maybe through a whole thing. Maybe like to go vertical, horizontal, whatever. Me, I just found the way I do it best is I do horizontal across the face and vertical across the top. It just works better for me. Everybody's different. So that's the third layer. And then we'll let this sit for another 15 minutes or so and go from there. See if we're gonna do another layer. If not, we're gonna add on the clear coat and give it that really nice shine. Okay, so we have now done 3.5 coats on the Mando helmet with the Alclad. Now we're gonna hit it with some 2K Max clear coat. So I've already taken the red part off, hit into the bottom, activate the two together. You wanna shake it up really good again. This is one of those ones where it's a mixture, so you have to mix them together to get that real good clear. We're outside for respiratory thing, where your protection, this stuff is pretty serious. Let's make it shine. So what I'm gonna hit it, guess I should have said this first. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit it 3 times. So I'm not gonna show you all of them. I'm gonna give it a mist over so it has the protection. I'm gonna bring it in, warm it up a little bit. I'm gonna bring it back out because right now we're out here in Canada. It's freezing, it's cold, you shouldn't paint in this. But I'm gonna bring it in, let it warm up again. I'm gonna come back out again and I'm gonna soak it maybe 2 or 3 more layers after the initial light coat so that it has a lot of shine. I'm just trying to give it that base protection and then we're gonna coat it to really make it bright. I'm gonna leave all that out, but I'll show you the finished product. So that's it off the hop. It looks like it's kind of dulled down a little bit, but after we bring that in, let it warm up a little bit and hit it with a few more coats, you'll see it. Okay. All right guys, so that finishes the tutorial for the Alclad and the 2K clear gloss primer, or clear coat, sorry. And finished product looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. We're gonna do the full suit as well, this exact same technique. And here is the finished product. So this is a little bit big for me, but it still fits really well. Some padding and stuff would be good. This one isn't for me. Yeah, so if you like what you see, shout out to Urion. Use code EckoGamers for 10% off. Yeah, happy with the way it turns out. Hopefully you guys like it. If you do, drop a like and a sub.